Morning, one and all. I'm Deepa. Today we can discuss on the topic cholesterol biosynthesis. So let me first introduce what's cholesterol. The word cholesterol came from the Greek word chol means bile and stero means solid. That means cholesterol it is a steroid usually seen in the bile and it contains an OH group that indicates that it is a sterol. Cholesterol is usually synthesized by all animal cells and it is an essential structural component of animal cell membrane. Our body requires cholesterol as a precursor for the synthesis of hormones, vitamins like vitamin D and bile acids. Cholesterol is the principal steroid synthesized by all animals and it is known as the animal steroid. Liver produces 80% of body's cholesterol and the rest comes from the dietary source like meat, poultry, egg, fish, etc. Almost all nucleated cells in the vertebrates can produce cholesterol, but plants cannot produce cholesterol. Most ingested cholesterol is esterified and is poorly absorbed by the gut. Our body compensates for the absorption of ingested cholesterol by reducing its own cholesterol biosynthesis. That is one main type of cholesterol regulation. That means if we are having a food rich in cholesterol or we are having such a heavy meal containing cholesterol, our body regulates the cholesterol biosynthesis by regulating the synthesis and utilizes the cholesterol whatever being absorbed by the food. Cholesterol does not travel freely through the bloodstream. Instead, it is attached to the protein and it is called as lipoproteins. And mainly there are three types of lipoproteins, depends on how much protein and how much lipid content is there in that. First one, low density lipoprotein which contain high ratio of cholesterol whereas the protein amount is quite low and it is considered as bad cholesterol. High density lipoprotein contains high amount of protein and low amount of cholesterol. Very low density lipoprotein contain even less amount of protein. So in this LDL it is considered as bad cholesterol and HDL considered as good cholesterol, and the other type triglyceride and LDL and VLDL they are mainly responsible for the plaques or deposits usually seen in the arteries and which will eventually lead to cardiac diseases. Cholesterol is a 27 carbon containing steroid and it has an OH group at the third position and a double bond between the carbon 5 and 6, and there is an 8 carbon side chain attached to the 17 carbon. And mainly there are 5 stages in cholesterol biosynthesis and this cholesterol biosynthesis occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell. We had studied many biosynthetic processes like and we had studied the beta oxidation that occurs partially in the cytosol and partially in the mitochondria. But here in this case, the cholesterol biosynthesis purely occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell. First stage, that is the synthesis of HMG-CoA. Here in this 27 carbon molecule, the whole carbon comes from a single molecule, that is acetyl-CoA, which contains just 2 carbons. And first reaction is the condensation reaction of 2 acetyl-CoA molecule, liberating one coenzyme CoA-SH molecule by the enzyme thiolase and forming acetoacetyl-CoA. And in the next reaction, one molecule of acetyl-CoA again condenses to acetoacetyl-CoA forming HMG-CoA by the molecule HMG-CoA synthase. HMG-CoA is beta-hydroxy beta-methyl glutaryl-CoA. Second stage in cholesterol biosynthesis is the synthesis of mevalonate. The HMG-CoA that is being produced, it is reduced by the enzyme HMG-CoA reductase to form mevalonate. Here the keto group is reduced to alcohol group to form the mevalonate. And this is the regulatory enzyme in the cholesterol biosynthetic pathway and the very important enzyme. So please note the enzyme HMG-CoA reductase. Usually people suffering from cholesterol, high cholesterol, usually they used to give drugs like statin. And this statin, usually it used to inhibit this particular enzyme HMG-CoA reductase, and our cholesterol biosynthetic pathway is being stopped at this stage. And this enzyme is usually present in the endoplasmic reticulum. Now, the third stage, that is the synthesis of isoprenoid units. Here, the mevalonate, which is a 6-carbon compound, formed is decarboxylated by eliminating one molecule of carbon dioxide, and it undergoes phosphorylation reaction, and it forms the 5-carbon isopentenyl pyrophosphate. This isopentenyl pyrophosphate is an isoprenoid compound, and it undergoes isomerization reaction, forming dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate. This dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate, it undergoes condensation reaction with one molecule of isopentenyl pyrophosphate. It forms a 10-carbon geranyl pyrophosphate. The 10-carbon geranyl pyrophosphate, it undergoes head and the pyrophosphate molecule is released, and it undergoes head-to-tail condensation with another isopentenyl pyrophosphate, forming farnesyl pyrophosphate, which is a 15-carbon compound. And this 15-carbon farnesyl pyrophosphate, it condenses again with one more molecule of farnesyl pyrophosphate by the enzyme squalene synthase to form a 13-carbon squalene. Here a reduction reaction also occurs. The 30-carbon compound squalene, which is an isoprenoid compound and a linear compound, formed in the part of cholesterol biosynthesis, that is acted upon by the enzyme squalene monooxygenase, and it forms NADPH reduces the oxygen atom to form an epoxide and a double bonded product, squalene 2,3 epoxide, it is being formed. So here the action of squalene monooxygenase occurs, and also the other enzyme epoxidase occurs for the production of this squalene 2,3 epoxide. And this is again a linear structure, and next comes the cyclization of the squalene. In the cyclization reaction, the cyclase enzyme helps in the cyclization, and the first cyclized structure sterol that is formed is lanosterol. It contains the 4-ring structure usually characteristic of the steroid nucleus that is seen in the cholesterol. And from cholesterol, there occurs a series of reactions, almost 19 reactions occurs, which includes the removal of certain methyl groups, migration of some methyl groups, and the removal of others, and it finally results in the synthesis of 27-carbon cyclized cholesterol structure from the 30-carbon lanosterol. So these are the basic biosynthetic reaction in the cholesterol biosynthesis, which mainly occurs in 5 stages, and there are some important products it is being formed during the path of this cholesterol biosynthesis. One is farnesyl pyrophosphate, we had seen before, and this farnesyl pyrophosphate, that is a very important molecule and the precursor molecule for the synthesis of coenzyme Q or ubiquinone, which we had studied earlier in the electron transport chain. That's the mobile electron carrier. So if the people suffering from high cholesterol level, if they are given the statin, we had seen that it inhibits at the mevalonate formation stage. So this product like farnesyl pyrophosphate won't be formed in this stage, and so it finally results in the less production of ubiquinone or coenzyme Q. So in that case, such people will have sometimes they may cause deficiency for this ubiquinone and finally results in low electron transport chain and finally the oxidation reactions. Farnesyl pyrophosphate is also responsible for the production of dolicol, which is involved in the N-glycosylation of proteins, which is a post-translation modification, and also the prenylation of proteins. Several aromatic compounds or aromatic oils are also being produced as a pathway, as a byproduct of this pathway. Geraniol, that is a component usually seen in the rose oil, which is responsible for the sweet smell in rose flowers. Then farnesol, the oil which is seen in the acacia flower. The regulation of cholesterol that is seen usually when the cholesterol content in the diet is low, the synthesis of cholesterol is increased. It regulates the expression of HMG-CoA reductase gene and the LDL receptor gene. So here regulation occurs mainly by three types. One is gene level expression, second is covalent modification, and third is hormone level expression. Here now we had seen the gene level expression, they had increased the expression of this HMG-CoA reductase gene. In the covalent modification, the HMG-CoA reductase is inhibited by phosphorylation, which is catalyzed by AMP-dependent protein kinase, which also regulates fatty acid biosynthesis and also the catabolism. Hormones like insulin and thyrosin increases HMG-CoA reductase activity, whereas cortisol and glucagon reduces its activity. Energetics of cholesterol biosynthesis. Here we know that we are having a 27 carbon cyclized ring structure, that is cholesterol, and all carbon provided by this 27 carbon cholesterol is provided by acetyl-CoA. And the reducing equivalents, we had seen several reduction reactions in this pathway, and all reducing equivalents are supplied by NADPH. And the energy source for all the reaction and also for the phosphorylation reactions are ATP. For 1 molecule of cholesterol, we require 18 moles of acetyl-CoA, 36 moles of ATP, and 16 molecules of NADPH. So let me conclude. The cholesterol biosynthesis, it occurs mainly in 5 stages. And first stage, that is the synthesis of HMG-CoA. Second stage, synthesis of mevalonate. Third stage, synthesis of isoprenoid units. Fourth, squalane synthesis, and fifth is cholesterol, finally the cyclization to cholesterol. So if you have any doubts and queries, please message. Thank you.